In corporate design, you do not design for today. You design for 2 years from now. Before the customer ever sees a trend, you've already made the decision. The color, the fabric, the silhouette, the story, all chosen long before the world knows they want it. And no one ever tells you how strange that really feels. To predict desires before the desire even exists. Trend forecasting is not guesswork. It's not strolling for inspiration. It's pattern recognition. It's cultural listening. It is the understanding of the economy taste, what people value, what they fear, what they dream about, and then translating that into product. Forecasting is not about chasing what is popular. It's about understanding why something becomes popular in the first place. Most designers think forecasting is about mood boards and color. But in corporate design, forecasting is a form of research. You are listening to the culture. You are studying shifts in values. You are learning how people want to see themselves in the near future. Trend cycles always begin far upstream in art, in film, in architecture, politics, technology, and subcultures, not in fashion. And your job as a corporate designer is to ask, what does this shift tell me about where taste is going? How will people want to express themselves in 2 years? What world will they be living in? Tools like WGSN, Vogue Business help you identify patterns. But the real forecasting works in what happens off the page. Your own ability to interpret moments we are living in. Learning moments. Trends begin before fashion noticed them. Study culture, not just clothing. Look for emotional shifts, not just visual shifts. Forecasting is listening, not guessing. In corporate design, you must see the customer 2 years ahead. Not who they are now, but who they are becoming. To do that, you need to understand the deeper question. How will they want to feel? What will they want to value? What will they reject? What will they spend money on? Forecast is really about need states: comfort, identity, mobility, escape. Every trend answers a need the culture has created. WGSN may tell you soft utility is coming, but you must be able to answer why. What does this shift reflect? What desires does it express? What problem does this solve? Great forecasting is not about trend boards. It is about building a bridge between the culture change and customer behavior. Learning moments. Know your customer's future state. Ask, why is this trend rising now? Connect trends to real life. Trends are not random. They move through culture the same way new technology does, in waves. This chart that you see is called the diffusion of innovation curve. Every trend, whether it is a silhouette, a color, or a fabric story, travels through these stages. Innovator, the very first 2%, the runway, the experimental designer. the subcultures that spark ideas the rest of us borrow from, early adopters, the people who pay attention before the world is looking, the creative class, the fashion insider, the cultural driver. If you want to know what will hit mainstream, you study the early adopters, early majority. This is where corporate design lives. This is when the masses begin to understand the trend, when the desire becomes clear, and when the business opportunity becomes real. Late majority. By the time a trend lands here, it is no longer a trend. It's the norm, a basic, a rollout strategy. Laggers. This is the end of a cycle. Price-driven, trend fatigue, a category that's about to reset. Understanding this curve will help you forecast with accuracy, because the question is never, what's cool right now? The real question is, where is this trend on the curve? And when will our customer meet it? Corporate design requires you to balance both worlds. You look at the innovators to understand the spark. You look at the early adopters to predict the momentum. You look at the majority to understand commercial timing. And then you filter everything through your customer, because the future state is not just about what people love, but when they will love it. Trend forecasting does not happen in isolation. In corporate fashion, your closest partner is your merchandiser. Their role is simple and powerful: to get the right product in the right store at the right time, in the right quantities. They know what categories are growing, which styles are needed, what the business can support, and how your forecast must fit into that line architecture. You may forecast the trend, but the merchandiser determines where it lives in the assortment. It's a partnership. Design predicts the desires, and the merchandiser predicts the demand. That alignment is what turns forecasting into revenue. Learning moments. Trends travel through culture in predictable waves. Study early adopters to know what will break into majority. High fashion shows show you the spark. Corporate fashion scales the demand. Partner with your merchandiser to understand what the line actually needs. Trend forecasting is not about guessing the future. It is about understanding the present deeply enough to know where it is heading. When you learn to read the world, to notice the signals, the moods, the shifts, you stop chasing trends. You start shaping them. Forecasting is not magic. It is discipline. It is curiosity. But when you understand the economy taste, you do not just predict what people will want. You help create it. If this helped you understand trend forecasting differently, start with the free 18-month seasonal calendar, a tool to help you understand the corporate fashion cycle. And when you're ready to go deeper, explore the Corporate Designer Handbook in the Small Studio store. This is your foundation for understanding systems, calendars, forecasting, and communication in corporate fashion. You will also find more tools and templates there as well. And join the Small Studio Journal, where we explore the systems behind the creativity.